Hey, Porku, I thought you washed your hands of this. No, I said I put up a deal if the last stream of this would reach 400 views, and it did. I'd continue it, so I have to hold up my end of the bargain. By the way, you got called out under the buoy video, because who else? Yeah, I saw that. I posted about it on the Discord. That's the same person that we muted on stream that one time, too. Crazy enough. I mean, some people just have all the time in the world to hate. Like, I get it, I hate too, but I don't go onto, like, Buoy's video and start, like, being a total A-log for no reason. Makes no sense. Wait, same Victor. No, it wasn't Victor. It was like some knight or whatever. Just when he thought he was out, it pulls him back in. Oh, you're talking about this. Well, the audience came through. They turned what was it, a 250 view stream into a 400 one. So yeah, that's gonna take some effort for like a beta demo like this, man. Yeah, I'm more excited about tomorrow's stream. I got that one already raring to go. That guy went full poetry in chat. Yeah, like, what the hell? Like, buddy, there's no need to drop the spaghetti. I don't know what I'm planning for Wednesday. That just might be another regular stream. The other mods I have trains, whatever that is, and Paracore, whatever that is, Terracore. I didn't even unzip that one yet. I still have Volcadera Knights on here. I haven't deleted it yet. I kind of don't want to delete it. And I still have DinoGirlGamu too. I kind of don't want to go from bad mod to, or bad demo to bad mod or whatever, you know. The T-word mod. Sorry, Miguel. Yeah. Yeah, apparently Google or Gemini thinks I'm a mod maker now. It says I own, what is it? Movie Nights with Mia. I'll post that too. I posted it. I posted it in the Discord. I'll bring it up for Let me save that. Actually, no. Let me open it in the private page. History. No, not history. Private window. All right. Window capture. Oh shit. Hold on. Here I am eating up time, but that's okay. It's less time playing the mod. This is the funniest shit, man. Whoa, that's huge. There we go. Armored Porcupine is an active content creator and mod developer in the Snoot game community. On YouTube, they host long-form live streams playing community mods and share development updates for their own projects, such as Movie Nights with Mia mod. You heard it here. I own the mod now. It's mine. Seeing more art from Roach on the Border. Hopefully a longer demo of Hold On To Me will drop, or maybe a full release. I don't even know the news on that, man. I'm not in the Discord. I'm pretty sure the Discord's pretty degenerate, too. You know, is bring Big Stickman out of cryostasis. I mean, it is dinosaur month, though. So I gotta keep it dinosaur related, kind of. That's weird. Look at me. I'm the Mia guy now. I'm literally shaking right now. You're not you, you're me. My lawyer's been notified. Alright. I better get on with the mod. I don't even have it booted up yet. No, and I know we're not going to switch screens real quick. I need to get to the loading screen, and then I need to hook it up. Just take your time. I'm gonna assume that's where we're at. Right? I'm going to assume. Image Fang room not found. Image Fang dad not found. Okay. I'll turn the music off once I get this hooked up. Remember, there's like no music in this at all. There we are. So according... unload that again. So I think we're over here. Yeah, these are choices we made, so this is probably where we left off. Google has pork side. Sorry, Sabic, but this is a stick-up. Hand over the Mia. Fang Dad. What the hell are you doing here, Anon? Someone else not found. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. So I think this is where we were playing guitar with Fang at Fang's house, and then her dad walks in. Well, you see, it all started with me here in the girl I like's room. I was learning to play guitar, maybe even getting a little good at it. Then right out of nowhere I tell you, the scariest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life shows up. Yep, you guessed it. It's the lady's dad. No warning or anything. And he brought his murder weapon. My life flashes before my life, and my first thought is, God, my life sucks. The Fang bits were pretty cool, I guess. At least hope someone deleted my browser history. Anyways, back to the show. Such a quirk chungus meme, yeah? Nowadays, yeah. Probably back then, too. It was definitely a different writing crew. Oh, now! It takes all of my strength to prevent my bladder from doing its best Stella impression right about now. Yeah. The Stella slander. I silently head to the door with Judge Dredd to my back, catching a sympathetic glance from Fang on the way out. Walking out the front door, I feel my heart stop as his talon-like nails begin to dig in my shoulder. At that moment, I learned a very important lesson. Tarot claws hurt like crap, man. Oh, we're back. We're back to I Rape City. The next time I catch you alone with my daughter, I will use your head as a Rubik's Cube. He gives me a shove off the porch, and I hear the door slam behind me. I can hear her father's raised voice from here. Sheesh, guy needs like all the chill pills. Or maybe some Carf. God damn it, Reed. I turn away from the luxurious home and walk down the pathway to the sidewalk. Oh god, this again. Oh, we do have music. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. Shit, and things were getting... I don't know. But like after Fang's song, she was... Fucking hell, why are emotions so fucking difficult? As I wait at the bus stop, I decide to break down everything that happened. We didn't study at all. Well, maybe music, I guess. After Jesus, Mr. Jingo is a shit teacher compared to her. But really, all I can think about is how she was after that song. I saw something. Something? How do I fucking contextualize it? In the moment, I thought I knew. Holding her in my arms. Bzz, bzz. A text? Shit, that's rare. Fang. Hey. About earlier. Thanks. For, like, hanging out. And sorry about Dad. There was a pause, the animated ellipsis showing Fang was writing something longer. About that song, I want to work on some lyrics for it. Oh, let me guess, this was for, to make fun of Goodbye Volcano High's, lyric stuff. So, like, how about we hang out again and write some? I consider my response thoroughly. Sure. Another session like that? I think of Fang standing behind me, guiding my hands again. My cheeks warm as I recall the feeling of her hands over mine. Fuck, I wonder, how does she feel about me? I mean, she's shown me so much of her now. And all that cheek nuzzling. Just like Nazer and Naomi. Maybe? Kill the music. Thank you. 2 weeks later. I'm looking over my final grades for this semester. My science score is barely passing. I want to say it's because of Fang and mine's study sessions. Every time we would try to study, it would always become jam sessions or lyric writing. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Spending more and more time with her was fun. And seeing this side of her, it makes me feel so lightheaded, like I'm floating on clouds. Although the sheet rope escapes from Fang's dad was starting to leave serious rug burns on my palms. As a bonus, I aced music class. The midterms was a demonstration. And the fact that I was able to play guitar, even shittily, was enough. Oh no! Uh-oh. Ignore. 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 Thank goodness. I almost thought I was going to say end of demo. I'd be like, God damn it. Oh, you almost fucking got me. You cannot snoot here. You cannot sage here. Ugh. End of midterms means the start of the new quarter. Halfway through the semester, things have been going pretty good. I didn't completely fuck up so far, and I think the rest of the band is starting to warm up to me. Especially Fang. In fact, we've been hanging out more in the auditorium after school. Instead of band practice, we've been making use of that repaired projector. Watching shitty movies and playing playing games on Reed's X-Rocks. Uh-oh, Naomi. Why are you so... God damn it, I overshot. Why are you so deep in thought, Anon? The Mandarin Machurian rips me away from my monologue. God, the beta Naomi sprite. During homeroom, Spears came on the announcement to declare an assembly for the senior class. Or, in his own words, asses in those seats now! Image hallway not found. We're in the void. The meteor hit. We're dead. Naomi has taken the opportunity... Is this where we get exposed by Trish? Naomi has taken the opportunity to walk me through the hallways. What do you want? So I heard you and Fang went on another date the other day. Of course she did. It wasn't a date. We were just hanging out. Just kicking Reed's ass in Rock Ring 3. Please give Mammoth bone armor. You doing anything fun with Nazer lately? Oh, my Nazer just had another track meet. That always works. His high jumps form is so perfect. And he looks so dazzling in his track and field uniform. And his physique. I tune her out as she covers her profusely red nose. The less I can think of Nazer's body, the better. We get to the auditorium once again, and I look to the back row to find our spot. Oh yeah, the broken auditorium. I forgot about this shit. Oh, empty. Oh, it's a little bit more than empty. Over here, Anon. Fang and Trish are sitting in the front row. Forgot the Trish sprite is just the cutout. Next to them is Reed, huddling behind a cart with the projector he'd fixed on it, messing with the cords. What's the deal? Why are we sitting in the front all of a sudden? Spears asked me to man the projector. First I was like, say what? But then I was like, yeah, man, sure. So here I am. I see. I take my seat next to Fang. They say if we were here yet? Nope. Since we're seniors, it's probably some other stupid pep talk about our futures. I bet it's a fundraiser. I'm like good at selling those things and stuff. Oh, I forgot. We have the Reed sprite pasted over the Fang sprite. Looks very awkward. Definitely hype mogging Reed. Oh my god. Short King Reed. I'm sure. Actually, I've been meaning to ask. What exactly is Carf? You don't know, man? Carfentanil. The wildest stuff a dino can get. Really now. It was used in war by skinnies a while back. It's a deadly tranquilizing agent. It's only deadly when you make it wrong, man. But yeah, it's great stuff if you know how to do it. Fang, have you ever tried any? Once. Woke up hanging upside down from a tree with Naomi's clothes on, hugging a fake skeleton. Isn't this that reference to that one mod? Well, in the future, I guess. What was it? Where's Fang? See, when I do it, it just makes me feel a bit dizzy for a few hours. Huh. Can I have some? Or can I see some? Absolutely not. No. Why not? That stuff's 100 times more powerful than horse tranquilizer. It'd melt your skin. Make your heart burst. I heard a human tried it once and exploded. I bet. Yeah, sure. You just don't want to share. The last of the seniors trickle in and take their seats near the front. Bro, like, I know Trish has probably humiliated you and stuff, but it's, like, totally your fault somehow. Yeah, the Reed sweeping. I really hate that part of the game. I have to agree with this jerk-ass for the best ending. I believe the writers were trying too hard to force their moral there. It's easily Snook Game's weakest part, yeah. However, eventually, Spears takes the stage. He pauses to make sure everyone's covering their ears before beginning. There goes Reed. He got blown away. All right. As you all know, graduation's coming up. We're going to go over that whole process. But first, the student council has a brief presentation to give on the subject. Floor's all yours, Stuco. Spears gestures his hand towards Naomi and Nazer, who show up from behind the stage curtains. But Shifron Zarina brings a wireless microphone to her snout. She begins reciting a well-rehearsed speech in her usual snooty manner. More plastic than person. Why, thank you, Principal Spears. The projector comes to life, displaying a basic slideshow title card reading. Read, how do you know when to move it forward? It's when she crosses her fingers. Check it out. No, this is a very important turning point in your life. I got it. It's one of these. I need a nap. As soon as I closed my eyes, I felt a malevolent force looming before me. Somehow, I felt like opening my eyes was a bad idea. But keeping them closed was an even worse one. At least there's cute little designs on the slides. Image penguin not found. There's a little penguin with a graduation cap. An image mascot party hat. There's the school's mascot in a party hat. Even has the fogged up window. A line of various graduates with a token human at the end for diversity. Typical. Image token human. Science and Engis or something. There's some scientists and engineers holding hands. Hang in there. There's a triceratops hanging onto a branch with the text, hang in there, baby. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trigger moment. Trigging out. Yandere dev moment. Uh-oh. There's me 2 years ago when I photoshopped myself kissing an anime girl. What the fuck? How? Why? The world stopped turning, no one around me is moving, and there's no sound at all. Why is that here? How? I deleted everything. Everything! So why the fuck is it here? My body feels like stone as I try to turn. To see if anyone else is seeing this. In the end, I can't bring myself to move at all. It doesn't matter. I already feel their endless gazes. I feel lightheaded. There's what feels like a lump of lead in the pit of my stomach. There's dark spots forming in my sight. When I finally breathe again, the whole world restarts. The laughter hits first. A monstrous guffaw from behind, that's joined by every other senior in the room. Reed, change the slide! Change it now! I am. More pictures. So many more pictures. Each one more and more embarrassing than the last. Oh God. Shit! There's a loud crash right next to me and the entire room becomes black. Did I faint? Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Hang on? Still awake. Fuck. The lights come back on and my eyes burn. The projector is on the floor, lens shards scattered all over the floor. And the laughter is even louder now. Reed, how the fuck did this happen? Look, I just used the USB. Trish said... Trish? Why would Trish... Trish wasn't in her seat. In the corner of my eye, I noticed someone running for the entrance. It's Trish. She's making a mad sprint for the door. Stop her! She continues dashing towards the exit. And right into Spears' hand. Literally. His baseball mitt of a hand covers that fucking bitch. Covers her face entirely. Even lifts her up by her face with one hand. All of you get your asses back to class. Spears motions for me to follow him, but I feel paralyzed by everything that's just happened. I bury my face in my hands and just groan. This is rock bottom all over again. Fang tugs at my arm, trying to get me to follow. I just can't find the energy to move anything right now. Fang frantically looks around at the hysterical crowd, trying to come up with something. Eventually, I feel Fang put her arm over my shoulder as she tries to get me to stand. She drapes her wings across my back, creating a barrier between me and everyone else. Without saying a word, she leads me out of a side door towards the principal's office. What the fuck just happened? Image, Fang and Anon walk of shame not found. Hey. How is this happening to me? You gonna be alright? How did Trish find those dumb pictures? Look, don't listen to those pricks, Anon. I was reading on it. All of them are dumbasses. He couldn't be. What would he gain from something like this? Like, this'll all blow over. What would Trish gain from something like this? Like, none of them talk about our shitty concert. I know she doesn't like me, but this... And that was like a fucking month ago. This is fucked up. I'm going to rip her stupid horns off and give her a couple of new holes to breathe with. It'll be all good, Anon. Think Fang's dad having a thing going on with the golf clubs. See if he can give me a couple of pointers. Just need some time to forget it happened. We're in the void. The hallway. The void way. 3 months! 3 months from graduation, you pull a stunt like this. Spears' stern voice grilling Trish in his office rips me away from my thoughts. Good. She deserves it. I've half a mind to have campus security escort you out of here and send you to Reef City continuation. Hey, it's, was this referenced in, regular Snoot too? I see where Reef City comes from. Fang hisses at that. Yes. So it was, dang. I mean, I haven't, like, went through the original Snoot game since Smug Fox's playthrough, man, and that's ancient. Snoot game has forced morals, and Wani has underdeveloped side characters. Neither game is perfect. Both games have their flaws, but the message and story are better than Goodbye Volcano High. What the fuck does that mean? You have 5 minutes to explain why I shouldn't do that right now. I couldn't hear Trish's full response through the door, but she was obviously crying. After what she did? Fang leaned in, trying to listen through the door to hear what the bitch was saying. Because of her arms, I was pulled closer too. I heard the trollops whimpering and wanted nothing more than to really make her cry. All his fault. My fault? I did fucking nothing to that purple pole smoker. I didn't know what else I could do. Not fucking show half the school the cringiest thing I ever done and commit what amounts to character assassination. Some asshole from the sticks. I'll show that cunt some fucking sticks. Driving Fang away. What? What does Fang have to do with any of this? She wasn't the one bitching about every damn thing I do. I glance over to Fang, who has a pained look on her face. Looking at her this way makes a part of me feel even shittier. Like I did cause this. Fuck Trish, though. She's been an ass to me from the beginning. Anon, will you please step into my office? Wait, we were eavesdropping. He didn't even barge the door. He's just like, come in. Okay. Spears is fucking huge. He could barely fit into his own office, which doesn't even really look much like an office. It just looks like a weird living room with an anime poster. Oh. Spears' voice shocks me from my eavesdropping. Well, at least they acknowledged it. What am I supposed to say to Trish? Fang tries to give a reassuring smile, but it's so fragile. Like this is all her fault and not that backstabbing bitch. I enter Spears' office and my eyes are immediately drawn to Trish sitting in front of his desk surrounded by crumpled up tissues. Trish, is there anything you would like to tell Anon? I've never seen her like this. It's all your fault. Who are you to come here and take Fang away? You're just some nobody from the middle of nowhere who only cares about yourself. I helped pull Fang out of their shell. And made her a social pariah in the process. My band was doing great before you came here. I set up the only successful show you ever played. And then you show up and start manipulating everyone. Because you're a selfish control freak. Everything has to revolve around you. Fang and Reed and me were going to make it to the top. But you stole everything from me because you didn't understand us. No one understands us. Trish is cut off by a horrid sob, her head falling into her hands and new tears spilling from her eyes. Or after Jesus on his cross of rock, that is a lot to unpack. It's like you didn't even try to understand me either. Anon, is there anything you want to add? Like how she's not worth the oxygen? But if this really is all about Fang... Ignore, Trish. Ignore. We're going for bad ending. No, I've got nothing. Spears sighs at that like he's expected me to add something more. What was I supposed to say? Forgive her and act like nothing happened? Well, Anon, I can't really say I blame you after all of that. Trish remained silent, her eyes locked onto the floor. You could go home for the day if you need to. Right before I clamp my hand on the doorknob, Spears speaks up. Oh, and Anon, don't think I didn't notice. Uh-oh. I slowly turn back to him. Your waifu is trash and your taste is shit. My door is always open so I can share some quality anime. What? I open the door to see Fang again, expression complex, leaning against the door's frame. Hey. A heavy sigh escapes my lips. Hey. How are you feeling? I'd frankly like to just disappear right now. I think I'll just go home. I, can ditch if you need me to come with. Fang looks at the door to Spears' room for a bit, then back to me. Trish is probably having to call her parents right now. Fang probably heard everything in the office. You worried about her too? Fang turns her head down to her shoes. How could I not tell something like this was happening? You know it's not your fault. Doesn't mean I don't feel guilty about it. She picks her head up to look me in the eye. We should leave. We probably don't want to see her when she gets out. Actually, I think we should wait. Looks like you have something to say to her. Well, yeah, but there's something else I wanted to tell her, too. There is? You sure you should be talking... Wait. You sure you should be talking to her when you're still this upset? It's nothing bad. Promise. You can go first. Fang gives a small nod, and we slide down the wall into sitting positions. The minutes pass. What do I even say to her? I'm not entirely sure either. The clasped hands around my knees start to leave red marks on each other. I can't find the energy to shift them. Aeons later, Trish emerges from the office. Her tears have become shiny trails reflecting the sterile light of the hallway. Hesitantly, Fang gets up to speak with her. That makes one of us. For a while, the two just stare at each other. Eventually, I want to leave the band. Why? Why the fuck did you do this to Anon? Do you actually think I'd be okay with this? Anon is just as much as my friend as you or Reed. That was something those douchebags who made fun of our band would do. I thought he was a bad influence. On you, the band. Everything is changing, Fang, and I don't like it. All because of Anon. Then why did you just fucking talk to us? Anon isn't some asshole trying to rip everything apart. I know what you told me, Fang, but you deserve better. He's not... I catch Trish throwing a glance my way as she cuts herself off. Look, I'm sorry, Fang. I'm just looking out for you. Look out for me? I can make my own decisions, Trish. Fang sighs and rubs her temples. I'm taking a break from the band. I watch as Trish's entire world shatters before her eyes. But what? I need some time to think. Fang, wait! Bye. Fang turns away from Trish and starts walking away. I'll wait by the exit while you talk, Anon. And now it's just the two of us. I get up from my spot on the floor, pins and needles in my legs, making it more difficult. Now what do you want? I fucked up too. That catches her off guard. This is my fault too, you know. I played a stupid game with this instead of manning up and just talking about it. I stone the fuck up and finally admit it, to the world and myself. I like Fang. I like her, and I know that's what you're afraid of. I was never out to break anything up. I just like Fang. I want to help her. I never wanted to hurt anyone. Trish's eyes glaze over and stare at something in the distance, as if all her worst fears came true. I guess in a way they did today. I'm done, Trish. I'm not going to fight you over this. I won't fuck with you. You won't fuck with me. I'm going home. I turn away from Trish as she buries her head in her hands again. Part of me wonders if she'll just use that against me, but right now it just feels good to get that out of my system. I catch up to Fang near the front of the school as I mentally prepare myself for what's coming. Time for the walk of shame. Spears is not a natty. What? You take that back. Royd Maxon. Trish is the one character in fiction that I've never hated more. The ending where Anon isn't good enough for Mormon Jesus to be elevated to godhood and make billions of spirit babies on his own planet with Fang, Stella, Rosa, and the rest of his dino harem, according to Nerd. Really? Did Nerd say anything about that? That's crazy. We substitute Nerd's reality with our own. It's not better this way. Let me readjust. Alright. As I make my way through the hall, I do my best to ignore the passing jeers from teens I don't even know. I guess it's already spread to the lower years, too. Fucking light speed capable rumor mill. Hey, do the Naruto run! Look at the pathetic weeb! How's your 2D girlfriend, Anon? Hey, Anon, you need to borrow a jar. Oh, your waifu is great and I love her. Not helping Stella. I keep my head down, avoiding the looks from them all. Shouldering open the door, I'm blinded by the morning sun's glare. Within an hour, I've fallen back to square one. Is it too late to transfer to another school? Fang steps to the stairs, phone in hand. I could call us a taxi or something, Anon. I nod at that, moving for the stairs. Hey, loser! Think fast! I turn towards the voice, and the world slows down. My field of vision is filled with a soda can, and I freeze up like a deer in the headlights. The can smacks me in the forehead while I was in mid-stride, and I shift my footing to try and regain balance. Except my foot catches on the edge of the stair lip and slips, and I begin a long tumble down. Peter Griffin, just momentarily. No, that's just me teasing his religion. Makes sense. Coming this summer, Volcadera Cope Fall. I think that's next summer. If at best. Oh fuck, we need to split before the caveman gets here. Bane on! My lungs feel like they're on fire. I think my feet touch the back of my head. I peel myself from around the bollard, feeling every bone in my body creak painfully. Fuck. Holy shit, you're alive. Am I? Ow. Nothing seems to be broken. I've been in worse. Honestly, my ego's more injured than I am. Can you walk? Yeah, sure. This is nothing compared to the field day back at my old school. I try to take a step, and my knee involuntarily twists in a direction it's not supposed to. Suddenly, I'm doing the Seth MacFarlane pose again. Oh no. Let me help you up. She tucks her arm around my shoulder and pulls me to my feet again. Let's just get to the bench over there. Fang supporting Anon not found. Me when I get ending one. Fang supporting Anon not found. The taxi will be here in like 5 minutes. Using Fang as a second foot, I eventually make it to the bench. I still can't bend either leg, so I just sort of splay against the sidewalk. Fang sits on the other end and starts digging through her pockets. I think I heard somewhere that nicotine relieves a bit of pain. Yeah, I could use a smoke right about now. Fang retrieves one of the cigarettes from her crumpled pack and sparks it to life with her pink lighter. She takes the first draw, then hands it to me. I inhale slowly, my chest aching as my lungs fill with wonderfully numbing nicotine. The minty taste and the cool sensation settling over my skin does help to relax my painfully tense muscles. Before I know it, the cigarette in my fingers is nothing but a smoldering filter. Looks like a ride's here. A grimy beater of a taxi pulls up to the curb, driven by an equally grimy velociraptor. Clearly one of the 3 left operating in the city. Fang helps me to my feet and over to the cab, opening the door so I can shamble in. Shit, kid, you look like you got into a fight with a steamroller and lost. Image taxi not found. Now where are you kids heading on a school day? Maybe the hospital? Home. Sure thing, kid. Got the address? 237 South St. Hammond Street. The driver sucks a breath through his teeth. Skin Row way. Well, I can take you as far as the edge of the neighborhood. Deal? Yeah, whatever. Just take me home. Cab speeds off away from the school. I still can't believe that Trish would do something like that. The cab driver lets out a laugh. You got your asses handed to you by a girl, didn't you? I don't bother responding while Fang kicks the back of his seat. Yeah, I didn't want to tip much anyway. Why doesn't the driver want to drive all the way to your place? It can't be that bad, right? That reminds me. Hold this for me. I toss my pocket knife into Fang's lap. She looks at me with a nervous smile like she expects a punchline. Oh. Joking? Kinda. Haven't needed to shiv someone yet. Talking hurts. Breathing too. Each breath I take feels like my ribs are gonna shatter. Fang must have noticed since she kept silent after that. Alrighty, end of the line. That'll be $15 even. There's still a few blocks we gotta walk. I manage to limp out of the car, and Fang drops a few crumpled bills in her seat and slams the door behind her. The car peels out and disappears around the corner. We're back here in Shitty City. Well, no place to go but home. Wait, you still can't walk, right? I can probably make it a good 50 yards. Hang on, give me your shoulder. No, don't worry about... Ignoring my protests, Fang wraps my arm around her back for support. Where are we going? First turn is right up here. Wait, Fang is coming over to my place? Fang is coming over to my place. Fang is coming over to my place. I don't want her to see how I live. Crap. Did I leave Saturnia on? Hang on, let me get my key. Awkwardly fish around for it in my pocket, hand weighed down by some cheap first aid stuff from the nearby liquor store. This stuff wasn't necessary. Shut up. Open the door. I finally managed to find my key wedged between my leg and wallet. Fang takes the key from me and opens the door before I can think to throw it out of the broken before I could think to throw it out the broken window nearby. Well, no turning back now. Welcome to Casa del Shithole. Occupancy, a miserable weeb. Oh yeah, this. Fuck it. The shit trash can. My god. Oh. Raptor Jesus threw me a bone, at least. There's no dirty dishes stacked in the sink. The trash is mostly empty, save for a discarded box of cereal. And my monitor is not displaying something Saturnia-related. The entrance isn't big enough for both Fang and I, so I leave her supporting shoulder and limp my way to the twin-sized mattresses on the floor. It's so tempting to just drop face first like usual, but I don't think I'd survive the shock of the fall. Nice place. You don't have to stay. I just want to curl up in bed and sleep my sorrows away. Anon, it's 10 in the morning. And you're fucking hurt. At least let me try to patch you up. You do. Fang's glare makes my mouth click shut. Fang sets a bag of ice packs, icy hots, and Sabro bomb on my computer desk when something catches her eye. I doubt Anon would have stuff like that, like icy hots. Would he just, out of the blue, just have that as a neat? Well, not really a neat, but you know. Fang just carries those things. Is that a phone Roomba you bought a while back? You actually kept that thing? Fang is standing over the shoebox I've been using to hold my pet. I put in a few wooden blocks for it to bump around. Yeah, can you go ahead and feed him for me? This box of cornflakes? Yeah, 2 or 3 will do. And you taped your railgun on the top of it. If you look close, I gave him angry eyebrows too. Why? Mom never let me have a pet, and he's cute. He? Don't make fun of Metal Gear Rainbow, or else he'll shoot you. He's armed with a tiny, angry marine munitions. Fang crumples up some flakes and pours the crumbs into Ray's box. I can hear it happily ingesting breakfast from my bed. You're such a dweeb, Anon. There's no heat in her words. Fang turns to me, the small tub of digesting green stuff in hand. Alright, let me see where you're hurt, Anon. No way in fuck. Now. Shit, when did Fang learn to patent mom glare? Take off your shirt. Wait, what? Take it off or I'll cut it off with your knife. Fine. Oh god, are we gonna have the Sprite? Is he gonna look like Un? Oh god. Having played through a Dino in the Dark myself, it should literally be a war crime that so much good art was wasted on such a shit story. That's true. I step into my tiny shower stall and turn on the water. Shower head sputters before it starts weakly spraying lukewarm water. The temperature of the water doesn't help the tension in my muscles or the bruises marring my skin. I stretch around to see the massive blotches of purple and black splattered across my torso. CG of Fang examining the room, maybe holding Rainbow like a comfort pet. Each contusion is hot to the touch under my fingers, and the pain is intense. The worst is across my chest where the bollard hit me. Just magnetized. Thunk! I eventually get finished examining my wicked wounds and step out of the bathroom. Fang is on her phone doing Raptor Jesus knows what. Fang then pats the bed. Come here. Fang rubs Anon's back, not found. I walk over and lay down on my stomach. Jesus, that's bad. I then felt a cold cream and soft touch on my back, along with a massive jolt of pain. Fuck! Shit, sorry, are you okay? Yeah, I just didn't expect it to hurt that bad. Just try to relax. I sigh and try my hardest not to freak out when she touches me. She eventually finds a sweet spot of pressure to apply. It still hurts a little, but it doesn't cause me to wince. Her hands are soft. I find myself relaxing under Fang's ministrations. Starting to feel better now? I nod. My eyes feel heavy as the ointment begins to warm up, drawing away tensions from my aching muscles. I can make out a steady thumping on my bed. My senses fade more until all I'm aware of is Fang's fingers tracing circles over my sore back and the sound of thumping. I wonder what that is. Fang's hands slow to a stop and eventually pull away, leaving me disappointed. The bed shifts. Anon. There's something in her voice, but I can't discern it. I need to do the front. Oh. Okay then. I roll onto my back and find myself face to beak with her. Dangerously close. I can feel her breath on my lips and I blush. It never even occurred to me that I could apply the ointment on myself. I want to look aside. Turn my face away to hide the growing blush. But I can't. I'm entranced, looking into Fang's warm amber eyes. Millions of words flash through my head as I try to find something to say. Fang is looking right back. Eyes that seem to glow with what little sunlight filling the room stared into mine. I wonder. I hope. Do you like me, Fang? Anon. I'm pulled out of my thoughts by her voice. Fang's blushing heavily too now, and her tail's positively hammering away at my bed. Boy. Oh fuck. Did I was that, did I say? Yeah. My head sinks back into my pillow. Fuck! A snort escapes from Fang's beak. You're such a fucking dweeb. Her fingers brush lightly across the largest bruise on my chest without ointment. You mutter from time to time. I didn't start noticing until our date. I groan aloud. So the entire time, yeah, it's kind of cute. We're after Jesus on his cross of rock, so for months now, I've known, and Fang leans over me with her hand braced next to my head in support. I like you too. Fang's head moves back to my chest, resting just over my machine gun beating heart. Her head slowly descends towards mine. And before we can start trying to figure out how human dino tonsil hockey is played, Fang's weight begins to press down behind her hand, which is dead center of the most serious bruise on my chest. Fuck! Oh shit, sorry. I managed to catch my breath. I'm okay, just... Ow! My hand wraps around Fang's. Maybe something else that won't stress these. I nod at the blemishes across my chest. Like hug, maybe? I don't... I'm cut off by Fang moving closer to me again. Her arm shifts, moving from my chest to my shoulder. Her wing drapes over both of us, becoming a soft and warm blanket of feathers. And her head lands next to mine, sinking into our now shared pillow until I'm eye to eye with her. Cuddling it is, then. I smile and nod. Even if Fang is now laying atop my arm, and I'm starting to lose feeling in it, the feel of her warm body pressed against my side is definitely worth it. And between that warmth and the plush wing blanket, my eyes grow heavy again. Fang's already started to snore, right into my ear. Oh, fuck it. I close my eyes and decide that sleeping with Fang is easily the best thing to happen to me. Fang anon cuddle not found. There we go. Snore. April 1st. Oh no, April Fools! Me and Fang have been together for a month now. And right now, I'm gonna win our prank war. She may have gotten me with that stupid kiss prank. How the hell she found a mousetrap that small, I'll never know. But I got her a special patchy treat for her today. For once, I can use my weebiness for the greater good. Hey, sweet tooth. Fang groans at the pet name. Honestly, that hurt me to say too. I consider using her mom's pet name, but after the last time, I didn't want to tempt her. Phase 1 complete. She's too distracted to check the box in my hand. Want to play the Pocky game? How do you play that? Well, I hold one of these. I take one of the green sugary sticks from the box and hold the plain end by my teeth. Between my teeth, then you have to take it with your whips. And try to bite as much as you can without touching my fish. Fang narrows her eyes at that, and then cautiously moves her head towards mine. It's just chocolate. She moves in and crunches down on the Pocky stick centimeters from my face. Jackpot. Her face contorts almost immediately and she spits it out on the floor. What the fuck is that? Where did you even get those? I barely contain my laugh as Fang downs the rest of her coffee to get the taste out of her mouth. Let's just say Stella gets all sorts of weird snacks from Japan. Like wasabi Pocky sticks. Fang looks ready to strangle me, but I still have one card left to play. Hey, I have amnesty for today. April Fools, payback for the mousetrap from the other day. She growls at me and then jabs me in the shoulder. I guess I deserve that much. Before I can make my retort, an announcement comes in over the speakers. Alright everyone, listen up. Next month will be what is possibly the highlight of your time here at Volcano High. Prom, that's right, I said it. Tomorrow we will be selling fucking tickets to prom. So get those formal fucking outfits ready. The PA system's ending chime ushers in a moment of complete silence. Then, all at once, the chatter starts. Oh man, oh man, oh man, I gotta ask him to go with... I even haven't get a dress good enough for... Tickets are pretty expensive, I'll pass this. Everyone seems excited about the sudden news. Prom, huh? I guess I wouldn't mind going if it's with Fang. What would she wear? Actually, scratch that. What would I wear? I can't afford a decent outfit. Maybe I'll mail home and ask Dad for his old suit. A couple of tickets are like $100 too. I'm sure I could make it work if I needed to. Hey, settle down now, students. There will be plenty of time to scheme your night of debauchery later. We still have the lesson to get through. Finish this and then chatter all you need. The class collectively throws their heads back to groan. Oh, fiddlesticks, it's only 2 pages of particle physics. You have a spare railgun in your backpack? Professor Fernsworth passes out the assignment and returns to his desk for a quick nap. Particle physics isn't too hard, more tedious than anything. I should finish pretty quickly unless something comes up. Anon, remind me, what's a quark again? Oh, right. Lab partners. It's all fun and games till Anon wakes up next to Mia and sees children all looking like something right out of science fiction. How many Anon Mia fanfics are there? No idea. There's a good one called Lean on Me. Gonna bounce. See ya. Alright, Hoshin. Take it easy. I help Fang through the first few questions until she says she has a good grasp on the concept. Image Fang not found. Fang has left the building. Eventually, I'm able to focus on my own work again, making steady progress through the remaining problems. My mind wanders back to the idea of going to prom. Honestly, don't feel like going. Maybe Fang will feel the same about skipping prom and just going to the beach or something. Oh, is this ending too? Hey, Fang, something's off with Fang. She's gazing vacantly into space. Her worksheet lies untouched in front of her. Fang? I've decided. Huh? Firm drama has to play for the school at prom. Yeah, this is ending one, ain't it? It's the only way that everyone's gonna finally see our talent. Oh, wait, your band? I thought you broke off last month. Oh, don't worry about that. Trish called with the idea last night and I apologized. Wait, you apologized? Thinking about it again, leaving the band was something of an overreaction on my part. Overreaction? But Trish has been my friend for a long time. I shouldn't have been so harsh on her. Yeah. So the band's back together. Isn't it great? Sure. So you'll go to prom and help us play, right? So much for avoiding it. Fuck me. Guess I don't have much of a choice. You sure about Trish, though? She probably... Oh, you can apologize to her at lunch today. What? Why in the 7 fucks would I apologize to her? The janitors have stopped washing my locker since it just gets more dicks drawn on it every day. There's more dicks on my locker than a pride parade, for fuck's sakes. It's easier than just letting it boil, right? You should be more willing to forgive people. Come on. We both have limited friend groups. We can't afford to burn bridges when we can just accept things, right? When she puts it like that, whatever, fine. But how she put it, maybe it's just me, but she seems a little frantic. Oh, thank you so much, Anon. I'll start looking for a good suit to wear. Fang yanks her phone out and starts looking through an online catalog of androgynous formal wear. Oh boy. Well, this can't be a good sign. Highlight of our time here at Volcano High indeed. Later that night after school, Fang texts me while I'm still in school. Alright, I got a plan. A plan? to make sure the concert goes off without a hitch. First, we need to learn right from the source. So yeah, we're going to go to that, was that Jimi Hendrix thing or whatever? The source? There's an old museum of fine arts doing a special exhibit on music next week. Lots of stories of bands pulling through last minute, right? If we study from these old guys, we're guaranteed to do great. Is it really that simple? Sure. We're going to learn how old bands did well. We're going to play our music at prom. Everyone's going to love us and it's going to be great. That's a lot of gonnas. And you're going to come with me. What about Trish and Reed? Sending them to a bunch of old record shops to cover more ground. So it'll just be the two of us. Sounds like a plan. Meet me at the Galleria at 3, all right? I'll be there. I put my phone down and look around my room, which is still the school. Do you need to dress up special to go to museums? Not sure that would be good enough. It's probably fine. I shouldn't be getting so worked up. I get to spend the whole day with Fang, after all. The Fine Art Museum turns out to be a relatively modern building right in the middle of the Galleria. Still in school, however. Exactly the last kind of place I'd expect Fang to be seen at. I almost regret my decision not to wear my dirty dress clothes before seeing Fang already waiting for me by the entrance, which is still in school. Seeing me approach, she drops her cigarette and grinds the butt out to ash under her heel while in school. Took you long enough. Here's your one chance, Anon. Don't fuck it up. Kept you waiting, huh? God, you're such a dork. Come on, the music exhibit's inside. Thankfully, admission to the museum was free. She leads me by the hand through the front doors, and I immediately feel the temperature fall at least 10 degrees. Are museums always this cold? In school? The music exhibit is all the way in the back of the museum, past several rooms of abstract modern art. What a bunch of junk. What, you don't want to buy a painting made with dino egg yolks and whites for 10 million? What a steal. What about a sheet of paper with a URL to a picture of a fridge for 50 grand? You're messing with me. It's true. I'll show you when we get out of here. We reach the exhibit hall with the big words, the Stiggy Muldrix Experience, hanging over the door. Despite it being a limited time event on the life and times of a famous musician, there's only a few dozen people here. Finally! Alright, Anon, let's get ready to take notes. Notes? Fang grabs me by the forearm and rushes the two of us into the exhibit, still in school. Once inside, she gives me her phone. Take pictures of everything for me, okay? Do what now? Okay, sure. Let's start with, She scans the room briefly before pointing giddily to a guitar hanging inside a case. Despite being several decades old, the guitar was clearly well looked after. The lacquer of the wood gleamed under the spotlights, and the metal didn't have a speck of rust on it. Oh, that! What is it? She sprints over the case, and I have to catch up, making sure I don't drop her phone. It's Stiggy's famous guitar! It's actually a right-handed piece, but Stiggy was left-handed, but couldn't afford a lefty guitar, so he restrung a regular one so he could play it. This guitar was the one he used on his last show at an informal gig in some jazz club in London a few days before he bit it, well, ODing on drugs. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I caught maybe half of that. Either way, I snapped several pictures from various angles while Fang continues her sermon. Alright, what's next? She drags me along to the next display case, a few vacuum-sealed pages with various scribblings on them. And these are some of the letters he handwrote to his father. If my dad wasn't such an asshole, he could have pulled some strings and let us play in the precinct. I try keeping up with her ramblings while taking pictures, but somewhere along the way I lose her in the twisting corridors. Oops. I stand in place looking around a bit, but she's nowhere in sight. She can't have gone far. Guess I'll keep taking pictures of things. My eyes are drawn to a monitor on the wall playing documentary footage. There's a clip of Stiggy playing the national anthem as a protest song or something. It sounded kind of cool, I'll give him that much. Ooh, that's a good find, Anon. Fang's voice makes me jump as she reappears out of nowhere. Maybe we could play something like that. Show us as a champion of the common man. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Glad I could help. I saw some good stuff in the next row over we can go check out too. She drags me away from the screen to whatever it is she wants to take inspiration from. I'm glad she's having fun and all, but I wish this was more of a date than a research assignment. But I guess she'd feel the same way if I bombarded her with anime. She has her interests, and I have mine. Maybe after this I can take her to a restaurant. We're in a city, but there's bound to be something relatively cheap nearby. It'd be nice talking about the pictures and things we've been taking over some burgers. It's only 4:30 now, but it will be about dinner time by the time we get out too. Pretty decent timing. Sounds like a good plan. Fang drags me around a few more exhibits, cataloging the various paraphernalia and stopping occasionally to obsess over some minor detail. Eventually, we loop back around to the entrance. Fang looks back at the room we just came from. You about ready to go? Maybe. Just trying to think if we missed anything. I'm pretty sure we got everything. You could probably reconstruct the entire exhibit using only the pictures I took. I guess. Just can't have this part of the plan go wrong, you know. About that, I'm still not sure what your plan is meant to... Oh, wait! She dashes off back into the room we just came in, leaving my words dangling from my mouth. While I'm gone, her phone buzzes. Hey, are you ready to make up like you said we would? What? It says these ebonics came from Trish, but I didn't know they were meeting later. This will throw a huge wrench into my plan earlier. Alright, sorry, I'm back. What was that about? Sorry, had to hit up the gift shop. Oh. That explains the fuck ugly tie-dyed monstrosity tied around her head crest. You, got a text from Trish, I think. I hand her back her phone. Oh, that's right. I told her and Reed that we'd meet up after we were done with everything. I see. Right, so I'll tell her that we should meet at... Actually, Fang, hold on a second. Before we all meet together, do you want to stop by a restaurant or something? Just the two of us? She thinks to herself for a moment and smiles. Of course, I dragged you along this whole time after all. Don't worry about it. I think I can get us something from that taco truck I saw on the way in. Alright, I'll tell Trish to wait a bit. Instead of Fang dragging me through the museum, we walked out casually, hand in hand. Should probably grab something to drink. Oh god, this is awful. The author actually took the time to look into the Jimi Hendrix lore. I think I saw that truck a block east from here. By the way, do you take polo or asada? Or what on your taco? Please don't say link. Wait! She stops dead in her tracks, head jerked to the side. Huh? Look! I peer at where she's pointing. Some poster on the museum wall. It's an advertisement for a documentary playing in the museum's mini theater. Oh, I got a text. Well, I have a call coming in, soon, so apologies for that. Some poster, I read that. And it's a documentary on Stiggy Moldrix. I didn't see this on the way in. We have to see that too. But what about... I know, I'm sorry, Anon. Her eyes plead with me for mercy. Just bear with me a while longer. Well, it's not like the truck's going anywhere, at least. Fine, let's go. Oh, thank you, Anon. Yeah, I know this means a lot to you. Come on, the next showing is in 5 minutes. Already, I'm being dragged back inside. I guess seeing a movie with Fang isn't the worst thing in the world. Well, this sucks. I feel my stomach grumble for what feels like the 15th time, once again regretting not even buying an overpriced bag of popcorn. Stealthily as I could, I checked the time on my phone before the light can distract anyone else. It's been 36 minutes since the documentary started, only a few more before I can escape. I glance over at Fang, who has been so engrossed in the film that she hasn't so much looked at me the entire time. Resigning myself to my fate, my eyes return to the screen, which is currently going on about Striggy's 4th unfinished studio album. How exciting. I would have just slept through it if I knew Fang wouldn't be upset with me. Not because of how interesting she is in Stiggy Moldrix, but because I wouldn't be taking notes. As the screen fades and the lights turn back on, I silently thank Raptor Jesus for ending my 40-minute torment. That was really good. A lot of ideas for the band. Yeah, it was cool, I guess. Just please get me out of here. Now, about that food truck. Oh, I told Trish and Reed we can meet at the Galleria food court. We can get something to eat there. Really not looking forward to being anywhere near Trish, but food is food. Part of me just wants to call the date here and go home. Not that it was much ever of a date to begin with. Alright, let's go then. At least I could talk to Reed about Rock Ring or something. Fang smiles and leads me back out of the museum and towards the food court. I still think this is a bad idea, and I'm still not over what Trish did, and I doubt her mind has changed much either. Stop being grumpy, Anon. You're just hungry. For fuck's sakes. Fang, someone filled my locker with a shit ton of hentai they printed out last week. It's not okay. That's just some dumbass at school. We can get some food and it'll be fine. We round the corner and I immediately lock on to a certain Triceratops. Trish and Reed were already eating at one of the tables. Fuck that. I'm gonna go get something to eat first. Do you want anything? Nah, I'm good. Not that hungry. Extra order of fries it is. I split off from Fang to find a place to get food from. I glance over my shoulder to see the Fang saying something and hugging Trish, both of them turning to look over at me. Trish looking significantly less enthused than Fang, no surprise there. I stand in line for a Cretaceous fried chicken and order my food, savoring every moment I wait and don't have to interact with Trish. The moment doesn't last long and I walk over to the table, food in hand. Still at school! I take the seat between Fang and Reed, which puts me straight across the table from Trish. A fucking course. I place the basket of fries in front of Fang and she immediately starts digging in. So much for not being hungry. Reed gives me a thumbs up, wearing his giant oversized sunglasses again, while Trish is making a face somewhere between judgmental and open contempt. So what took you so long? He wasn't wasting your time again, was he, Fang? Oh, time to clock out for that conversation. I'm sure they can have a riveting discussion without me. It's just one meal after all. I can ignore Trish for an hour and then Fang and I can leave. Digging into my basket of chicken tenders, I pull out my phone and head straight to an Armorinian graphic design forum. There's another Grug Snacks thread I can shitpost in to pass the time. Every once in a while, I look up from my phone and catch Trish giving me a death glare before turning to look back to the others. Before long, my train of thought is broken by Fang saying something. So, Anon, what do you think? Yeah, that sounds good. Great, we could try Trish's new song in the next rehearsal. Trish looks smug at that. What did I agree to? I'm surprised you agreed to that. I would have thought you wanted us to play some anime song instead. She's just loving this, isn't she? Hey man, that sounds kind of fun. Reed is quelled by Trish's sneer. Know what? I don't care anymore. Maybe, but let's talk about that later. I'm craving a milkshake now. Fang gets up and turns to a nearby smoothie booth, leaving me here to deal with these. So, Anon. Her grin is just short of vicious. So happy you agreed to my idea. Guess you're starting to get some good taste. Better than any of that weed pop trash that you got on your phone. I pointedly ignore her. She's trying to get a rise out of me. Maybe I'll make a somebody out of you too. Maybe. My fist clenches tightly beneath the table. I can see it now. Her stupid horn jammed right into her eye. I sigh. My fist unfurls. Yeah, sure, whatever. God, this was a waste of a day. Normally, I would have just loved spending time with Fang, but she's been so preoccupied with the band lately. I don't even know why she needed me today when all she did was drag me around. And now being anywhere near Trish is the cherry on the shit sundae. Fang returns a few moments later with a milkshake in her hand. What'd I miss? Just talking to White Knight about his taste in music. Fuck this. I can't deal with this anymore. Shit, I just got a text from the post office. Says my dad's prom suit came and I wanted to get there before it closed. Sorry to do this, Fang. I gotta go. See you at school tomorrow. I hate lying to Fang this way, but I just can't stand being around Trish anymore. Oh, it wasn't anything I did, was it? Everything's fine. I just want to be ready for prom and your show. That seemed to put her at ease. All right. Let's still have a bunch of talk about for the show. See you tomorrow, then. Peace, dude. I give Fang a reassuring hug and promptly head towards the bus stop, not missing Trish's dumb, smug face as I pass her. God damn it. Oh, we're finally out of school. School's out. Fang mom. Fang with dress not found. Well, this is it. We're locked. Well, we have been locked in since the museum, but yeah. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I will be right back. Let me put the music on, and I will be back. Sorry about that. I don't even have my earbuds in. Hold on. Trying to get comfortable back in bed. Accidentally forward the dialogue. That's great. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Music off. Let me check history. Fang comes downstairs in a fancy get-up. It's certainly less traditional than mine. No less flattering, though. Legs for days and days. Oh, I was hoping you would wear the dress I bought you, sweetheart. Mom, this is better. It's gender-neutral formal wear. Looks more like she took some dickies and made them into booty shorts. Not that I'm complaining. The word plump is quite apt right now. Oh, Fang! That's an interesting outfit you're wearing. Naomi side-eyes me a dagger. I thought you'd be wearing some kind of dress. Nah, dresses aren't my style. Oh, I see. Well, your outfit certainly pairs well with Anon's. Oh, I love your dress too. You look just like a giant pink dildo. Lucy. What did I say? Wait. What did I say about that? I already told you. My name is Fang. Fang's mom just sighs. Okay, sorry, Fang, but please, you don't need to use that kind of language towards guests. Whatever. Maybe we should just go. I'm not sharing a ride with her. Well, if you insist, Fang, before you go, Anon, can I speak with you for a second? No, we're not even in our prom outfits. Image kitchen not found. Before I can even say anything, Naomi's dragging me by the shoulder into the kitchen. She gives me a death stare for what seems like a solid minute before she begins yelling at me. What the hell is your problem, Anon? I think it's the first time I've ever heard Naomi raise her voice or even swear. How the fuck did you manage to make things worse? What the hell are you talking about? Naomi begins to somehow look even more earth-shatteringly mad. I thought you were gonna make her better. What the fuck do you mean, make her better? It's like you didn't even try to help her. I did the best I could, okay? I certainly did more than whatever you've done for her. And you know what? She's her own person. If she's happy, I'm happy. Naomi's face of sheer anger quickly turns to disgust. I can't believe you. You really don't get it. Naomi sighs and walks away, shoving into my shoulder on the way out, completely disregarding my presence. Just go. Get out of here. This conversation is over. I can hear Fang arguing with her parents in the other room, with Naomi not yelling at me anymore. I place my hands in my pocket, turn around, and head back to the foyer. My walking slows, and the hall feels like it stretches onwards for miles. Could Naomi be right about Fang? No, she can't be right. Fang is happy with herself for once. The arguing from the other room quickly and very loudly breaks my train of thought, and I stride back to where everybody's gathered. That's no way to talk to your mother, young lady. I'm not a fucking lady, Dad. Naomi's leaned against the wall next to the entry to the hall. She turns to me with an expression of very intently restrained rage on her face. Did I really do this, Naomi? Maybe you should leave before this turns into a fight. Naomi's words were cold, but probably true. Fang looked ready to set her house on fire until she caught me in the corner of her eye. Without a word, she grabbed me by the wrist and dragged me through the front door, guitar in her other hand. Let me call a taxi or something. We sit on the curb in silence until our ride arrives. It's the same Velociraptor driver from before. Of course it is. I open the door for Fang as she fits her guitar into the back seat. Hey, it's my favorite couple again. How's the leg, Skinny? The driver chuckles at his own remark. We're doing fine. Take us to Volcano High. Prom, I'm guessing. You two high school sweethearts should stay safe out there. Crazy world out there, innit? Yeah, I guess. Not too much partying, you. You sure you guys are going to prom? We're sure. Well, if you say so. The cab starts down the street at what was easily twice the speed limit. The engine is surprisingly quiet and leaves the silence awkward between the three of us. In the mirror, the driver's eyes start showing a bit of concern. He glances towards the radio. Please don't. He gives a disappointed look through the reflection. You kids, you feel like stopping by a restaurant or something by any chance? I know a good Chinese place around here. I can wait outside for you two, you want, you know. I won't even add on to the bill. I'm on a schedule. We'll pass. No thanks. Sure. The driver sighs a little. Eventually, the cab pulls up to the school gymnasium, illuminated by the celebratory decorative string lights. Fang opens her wallet to pay the toll. You know what? It's on the house this time, kids. Wait, really? Sure, yeah. Just have fun, you know, and, if you need a cab again, you know the number. We know. Get lost. See you. The taxi pulls away from the curb and rounds the corner back onto the main road. We still got about an hour before Spears told us to be on. Sounds like we got plenty of time. You'd be surprised. Come on. I considered carrying the guitar case for her, but Fang is already a couple of yards ahead, power walking to prom. Fang leads the way to the school's gymnasium. Her shoulders are tense and her wings are raised higher than usual. Somehow this version of E1 seems worse. God, I hope in this version Fang at least shoots Trish this time. That'd be interesting. Prom gym not found. I pick up the pace to try and catch up, but Fang's long legs only move faster. What song are you going to play? Just something simple me and Trish wrote up. Okay, why? Just curious about what's going to knock the prom out of the park. What about Reed? He was busy. He's right there, Enon. Don't talk to him like he's not there. He was busy. The two of us go up to the entrance, the room filled with seniors, strobe lights, and a very suspicious-smelling fog. Reed and Trish were over in a corner, both with red solo cups. I didn't need to question what was in Reed's. Reed noticed us first and waved us over. Wait, Rosa? I think this is the first time we ran into Rosa, wasn't it? Wait, see us kill it up on the stage. Wait, Rosa's band? Is this Raul with the way it's talking? This is not Rosa. This is a skinwalker, guys. This is a skinwalker. It's Raul. Yo, buddy, how's it going? Ready to see us kill it up on the stage? Yeah, man, Fang said you guys were going to keep it pretty simple with what's up there, unless that's supposed to be Reed. Why would they replace Rosa with Reed? Is this why Nerd ships them? Because of one mistake? Yeah, don't want to do something super complex. Just want to keep it simple and cool for these guys. When are you guys starting? 45 minutes. 45? Shit, I thought we were on later than that. We need to start getting prepped. Auditorium time. We hauled ass to Mr. Jingo's room, where the band had stored their gear. Reed's drum set was in pieces, and I helped him reassemble it while Trish and Fang tuned their guitars. Twang. Shit! I dropped a snare drum I held at that. Fang's guitar string had snapped. Trish and Fang looked devastated. Don't you have a spare? At home? There's gotta be something here. Reed, Anon, look around. We don't have time. Wait, but a spare guitar, maybe. We do not have time. Look, me and Reed can... Anon, you're not helping. Look, Anon, we just need to focus right now. Just go outside and we can figure something out. The words cut straight through me. She's really kicking me out right now. Please, Anon. Reed is silent, and Reed's been silent the whole time. And I catch a glimpse of a smirking specious triceratops. I begin to formulate a response, but just manage a small nod. Get the SCP Foundation. This isn't Rosa. What are these cardboard cutouts I'm seeing? This is the demo. Or the beta, alpha beta version. It's really raw. Yeah, sure. Fang hasn't yelled at me like that since the beginning of the semester. But playing at prom seemed pretty important to Fang, and who am I to interfere with that? I didn't even want to be there in the first place. But I'm following Mo's advice and supporting Fang, right? The music slams into me as I re-enter the room, grating on my ears and thrumming roughly in my chest. A quick pass of the punch bowl and I find the ideal spot. In the darkened corner where I can support the wall with my back and sip on my cheap punch. My feet grow sore as I observe the other seniors having fun. Every now and then one of them would point at me and snicker. I simply hide my face behind my solo cup and try to drown out their judging eyes behind sugary water. Oh god, giant spears again. Enjoying yourself, Anon? I nearly choke on the fruit punch. Principal Spears, you're chaperoning. I wouldn't ask any of the faculty to look after you lot. You enjoying your prom? Could be worse. Where's your date? I thought I saw the two of you enter. Weren't you getting ready for in the music room? We were. Something came up. She asked me to leave. Fang did? Yeah, I was just getting in the way. I see. The two of us stare into the crowd's mindless frolicking in silence. Seems there's something else on your mind, Anon. I could tell these things. Not really, it's just I'm respecting her boundaries. Are you sure that's really what's going on here? I'm sensing a school shooting about to happen in the next day, Anon. Ah, here we go. Back when I was in the game, I learned a thing or two about... I sigh and tune out the massive man standing next to me. I swirl the punch in my cup around before chugging the last of it. I just want to go home. Take responsibility and take it seriously. Relationships are a give and take sort of deal. Got it, Anon? Sure, sir. I'll keep that in mind. The principal sighs and leaves me. Everyone moves out of his way as he cuts through across the room into the small stage. The music fades until all that's left is chatter. Spear takes the stage with mic in hand for once. Alright everyone, before we end tonight's prom, we have a couple of items to take care of. First things is, the principal pulls a tiny gold sheath envelope from his lapel and holds it up to the audience to gawk at. To announce prom king and queen. Well, this is a foregone conclusion. A few students are already congratulating Nazer as he's led by his arm by his handler. A drum roll, please. Reed steps onto the stage with a small block in his arms. He smiles and nods, pressing one of the myriad of buttons on the block. A mediocre recording of the drum line plays over the speakers as Spears clears his throat and tears open the envelope. And your winners for the 1 mil 2020 class are Nazer and Naomi. He tosses the paper over his shoulder and yanks out the crowns from a pocket inside his jacket. Spears backs out of the spotlight, giving a polite applause to the pair as they rush on stage to accept. The rest of the class is in a celebratory uproar. Spears offers the crown to Naomi, who puts the larger one on Nazer's crest to droop off, and then dons the tiara. The whole moment is picturesque, just like Naomi wanted. Thank you so much, Volcano High. This is such an honor to receive. I don't really have a speech prepared, but in just one short year, All right, let's stay on schedule. I promised your parents we'd be out of here by 10. To close off this wonderful night, I've asked a student band to play a few bops for us. They've had their trials earlier in the year, but I think everyone deserves a second chance. Please welcome Vern Drama. The audience's applause decreases noticeably. Wait, again? He was here last time, wasn't he? I'll just start recording. Screw him. Fang will show them how much they've all improved. I should be memorizing their faces now to make their dumbstruck expressions that much sweeter. I know Fang can pull this off. Reed wheels the drum kit on stage on a dolly, and Trish follows with her bass. And then Fang comes with her bass as well. Band on stage, prom not found. Wait, no. They couldn't find a new string. They're just going to repeat the first concert. What were they thinking? The three finish making last-minute preparations and give an anxious look to one another. For a brief moment, Fang looks me right in the eyes. I think we all know what's about to happen. The band doesn't bother introducing themselves. Instead, Trish begins plucking her bass. It all went tumbling down from there. Just like before, Fang's bass sounds horrifically wrong. Far too heavy. She's a guitarist using a fucking jazz bass. So of course it sounds horrid. And the vocals kick in. Lee's lyrical expertise was not on display here. No, these sounded like they came from an edgy teen's Twitter page. That's a horrific screeching combined with the melodious shredding on a bass, creating a cacophony equal to 100 of cats ritualistically sacrificed. They still fucking suck after 6 months! The crowd's cautious cheers were long gone, replaced by a symphony of ridicule. The band's already accepted their fate. Both basses hang limply from their shoulder straps. Here, let me get some water. Then a few students start chucking balled-up tissues at their heads. Reed puts his hand on Trish's shoulder and the two duck out. Fang stays a moment longer, the despair on her face manifesting through hot streams of tears. She turns to leave as well, trying to maintain a calm composure. Then a student throws their red plastic cup of punch upstage. It splashes against her head, drenching her suit in red dye and making her smash onto the floor. A few more food articles follow while Fang scrambles to get up. Shakily, she tries walking off stage again, only to be met with another makeshift water balloon. The back of her suit shines a dull red in the stage lights, and she struggles not to slip again. Spears rushes on stage and throws his coat over Fang. Nazer was about to jump off the stage and tackle someone, except Naomi had her arms around his waist. Enough! The room goes completely silent aside from the sound of Fang's sprinting footsteps and sobbing. Spears' laser gaze is directed at me. He jams his thumb in the direction of the exit Fang just took. I slip out the side door towards the music room once again. Trish and Reed were sitting in the far corner of the room, and Fang was nowhere to be seen. Hey, man! Great, what do you want? Fang's not here, dude. Where'd she go? Probably the auditorium. To be alone. We're doing fine too, not that you care, asshole. You're right, Trish. What? I don't care. I need to find Fang. Now. That was uncalled for, man. And so was this. Slam. I felt so satisfying to slam the door on their useless faces. I turn around and leave, flipping off Trish through the window as I go. She probably blames me for this show going wrong too. That I sabotaged Fang's guitar because it would make Trish look bad or something. I run to the auditorium with only the sound of my footsteps echoing through the hallway. I stop at the foyer to catch my breath. My hands rest on the door, ready to push it open. What do I even say to her? Just bear with it? You still have friends? All of that's terrible. At the same time, I just can't stall here. I push open the door softly. The light spills through the foyer, and I got a phone call. Sorry, guys. Alright, call's over. Uninterrupted this time, so I should be good until the end. And we're at the 2-hour mark. Doesn't help from the phone call, though. Anyways, the light spills through the foyer and into the darkened chamber. Spears' jacket is thrown over one of the seats near me. The door shuts behind me, leaving me in the dark. I can only stand in the night-veiled room for my eyes to adjust. From somewhere in the room, a faint sobbing echoes. Fang and Anon, darkroom CG not found. Fang, you alright? Great opener. Fantastic. I mean, are you gonna be alright? Sobbing continues for a bit longer. No. I slowly follow her voice down the aisle, using the chairs as my guide. By this point, I can barely make out Fang sitting at the bottom of the stage. Fang? I'm standing before her now, and my eyes have adjusted just enough to make out some details of Fang's face. Such as her eyes looking off. Fang? I didn't fuck up. Huh? I didn't fuck up, right, Anon? Nah, you did your best up there. Fang's voice started to take on a hiss. Yeah, it's all their fault, right? Whose? Who the fuck else? Nazer and that bitch. Fucking Naomi, she ruined this. She caused all this. If she had never come into my life, if she was never around Nazer, if... Fang. That startles Fang, making her mouth click shut. Look, forget all that. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Naomi doesn't matter at all. She and her stupid plan don't fucking matter. My eyes have finally focused enough to make out the smashed base at Fang's feet. I ignore it, instead reaching out for Fang's shoulder. Hey, I want you to do something for me, alright? Just repeat after me. Alright? She doesn't look at me, but she nods her head a bit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The hiss is back, but I ignore it. It doesn't matter. See? Feel better, right? Yeah, I guess. Thanks, Anon. Good. So, I don't want to be here. Oh. Do you need me to walk you home? Actually, can I stay at your place? I don't want to see Nazer right now. I feel my face practically glow at that thought. Sure, of course. Come on, let's go home, Fang. Back here. When I enter my apartment, I remove my suit jacket and toss it on the floor unceremoniously. I loosen the tie, but don't bother to take it off all the way. Fang collapses in my cot without a word. Guess I'm sleeping on the floor tonight. You going to sleep already? No. I frown as I see her hair sticky and clinging to her dumb dress shirt. Maybe you should take a shower. At least rinse the punch off. I think I got some clothes for you. Okay. Fang gets up from my bed and trudges over to my bathroom. Right, clothes. I open my closet and look at all my identical jackets. Bulk buying seemed to be a good idea at the time. I take an older black hoodie I have. It's super baggy, even on me. I think this was from the time I tried to cosplay. I shudder at the memory. I take it in some board shorts from my closet and kick it shut. Okay, I think this should... No, wait. Wings and tail. Some minutes later, with my knife, I hear the shower sputter to a stop. I knock on the door and set the custom-cut outfit on the floor for her. I set a change of clothes for you. Yell if you need me to do some more cutting. With that, I go back to my bed and consider what to do next. Maybe a movie or something. Fuck, what would cheer her up? Thanks. Fang plops down next to me, the hoodie falling down to her knees and hiding the shorts I gave her. A hoodie now, huh? Man, that would have been a sprite. If only she wasn't so depressed, she'd look really cute right now. So, wanna do something? Play a game or something, I don't know. I don't want to sleep yet. Sure. Fuck me sideways. What do I have that is even presentable to someone else? I got Kingdom... no. Oh no, Kingdom... Was it Kingdom Souls? No. Sunrun... I feel retarded for even considering it. Fuck no. Screw it, I'll just go with Rock Ring. That always calmed you down. Don't get many opportunities these days to use the Duke, anyways. I boot up the X-Rocks and insert the Rock Ring 2 disc. Fang flips over to see the TV as I take my spot on the floor, sitting next to her. This one's my favorite Rock Ring story. I'll let the campaign intro play and turn to Fang. She just blankly stares at the screen, probably still thinking about earlier. You, want to play first? Might help take your mind off of prom. Fang lets out a muffled sigh at that. I can just watch. I decide to skip the cutscenes and get right into the gameplay. Repelling a bunch of dinosaurs from the volcano caves, easy enough. Playing with a torch and rock combo is the easiest way to kill enemies. Take more skill than using a spear thrower, at least. Yeah, cool. Hey, Anon. You said something about Naomi having a plan earlier. What did you mean by that? Shit. Uh-oh. Gotta tread real carefully here. Thing is, you know when I just transferred in and everything? Yeah. Well, Naomi kept... No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything. Fang sits up in his eye level with me. It's not nothing. What did she do? Now's not a good time. We should talk about that later. Fang grabs me by the shirt collar with shaking fists. Tell me! I can't, Fang. Get a hold of yourself. She jumps to her feet, carrying my shirt with her and lurching my head with it. Damn it, Anon! What have you been planning with Naomi? Her free hand raises into a slashing position, clenched into a claw so her nails protrude like razors. Tell me, Earl! She put me with you! All at once, Fang loses all energy in her body. Her grip on my collar loosens and her clawed hand lowers. All the tension has moved directly to her face. I don't think I've ever seen such a look of hopeless despair. After what feels like a year of silence, I get the courage to stand again. Naomi made it so the two of us were together. Nazer's always worrying about you, so she wanted to get his full attention. By trying to have someone fix you. Fang's hands cradle her head, as though squeezing it hard enough would wake her up from this nightmare. Fang, I didn't have any control over it. You know, I really do have feelings for you. I genuinely like you. It doesn't matter what Naomi's stupid plans are, we still... Out of nowhere, Fang's energy returns into a fit of unrepressed rage. Fang rage ain't on home, not found. That stupid bitch! That goddamn slut! Fang, calm down. Shut the fuck up! You literal actual tool! Fang, with no intention to vent her frustrations verbally, resorts to the next best thing. Physical therapy. The bedsheets are quickly discarded to the other side of the room in a clump. Fang, please! Fang is convulsing as though possessed, frantically looking for other things to ruin. With a swift kick, the Duke is catapulted into the bathroom. Calm down! Don't break anything! She starts kicking and punching the nearby shelf with all her might. Fang, stop! You'll hurt yourself! My pleas are ignored. Instead, all I get are continued desperate grunts as he tries to pummel the wooden door. Fang, really, you need to stop! Tears are streaming down her face as I shift my grip to her arms. I can't even fall in love without her interfering with it. You don't like me. You just wanted to change me into something I'm not to get Naomi off your back. That's not true, Fang. Listen to me. I do love... The force makes me stumble back several feet. Luckily, I managed to regain my balance before falling on my ass. I raise my hands to the basic CQC stance. You took me away from my friends. You ruined our band. What the hell are you talking about? I haven't done any of that. Well, Naomi is, and you're just doing whatever Naomi wants. Well, then maybe Naomi had a point. A deafening silence permeates the room. The malice radiating from Fang is as tense as a razor. Eventually, the weight of the situation causes her to collapse into the bed completely. Between sobs, Fang tries squealing out more of her argument. Just shut up, Here's the reality, Fang. There are things about you that need fixing. That much I can agree with Naomi. And clearly I can't help you there. Fang's body tremors with her sobs. Shit, was I too harsh on her? Fang, I'm sorry. Sigh. You're right, I took you away from your friends and all that. I caused all this. No. You wish. That would be too much of an honor for you. The phrase cuts to the bone. I retrieve the bedsheets from the floor. Look. You're tired, I'm tired. Let's just sleep and think it over tomorrow. As I drape the blanket over her shoulders, she reaches out to squeeze my hand. I do love you, Fang. She lets go. Good night. Fang curls into my blanket, staring at the wall away from me. I hit the light switch and lie down across the room from the bed. I'd use the felt blanket that exists in every house, but frankly I'd rather just sleep in my clothes. The moonlight leaking through the curtain gives enough visibility for me to see Fang still silently weeping. I watch from afar until her breathing becomes slow and rhythmic, the sort only achievable in deep sleep. What am I supposed to do about her? I'll talk with her more about it in the morning. For now, I'll just try and get some shut-eye. My heavy eyelids practically glue themselves shut, and I'm asleep within 5 minutes. I wake up the next morning with my head cradled in my arms. My back aches from the lack of proper bedding, but that's hardly anything new. Groggily, I pull myself to my feet. I pull back the curtain to reveal a thick Sunday fog had rolled in overnight. What time is it? Guess I'll check my phone. 10 a.m., huh? Damn, I slept a while. Did Fang sleep well? Fang, you up? The bed is empty. Oh. Wait a second. My phone has 70 missed calls and over 100 texts from Nazer. That's right, my phone was on silent last night for prom. He was probably just worried about Fang, but by Raptor Jesus right nut, man. I opened the most recent voicemail. By Raptor Jesus' left testicle, if Fang is not home within the hour, I will hunt you down and mount your head on my trophy wall. You will rue the day that... Whoa. Next one. Maybe I didn't make myself fucking clear. You will be sleeping with the fishes if Lucy is not home in the morning. I have a particular set of... I'm starting to get the idea. All the texts are written in a similar vein. I tried texting Fang to see if she got home safe. Hey, you alright? Just noticed your dad was pretty livid last night. He must have been writing all night long. No immediate response. Well, she'll see it when she sees it. It's not like I can do much else for Fang right now. I'd take note of the mess that Fang created, a reminder of how badly I fucked up. Fuck me, so this is what they mean by prom night disasters. I always thought it was just a euphemism for teen pregnancies. There's laminate, something, splinters all over the floor from my dresser. And a check inside my bathroom reveals that the Duke managed to crack my porcelain throne. Shit, no way am I getting my deposit back now. I check the controller carefully, only barely relieved that there's no damage. After I swept up the bits of broken dresser, I find I have no real clue what to do. A check of my phone again shows that Fang's at least seen my text. I sigh. How do I make this up to her? I feel like a fucking heel right now. It'll take my mind off of things at least. Master Grug, you mind telling me what you're doing on that boat? Ooga booga, finish this fight. Guess I'll play the next one. I really don't feel like doing anything else today. Wake Grug when you need Grug. Really wish I could just float away in an iceberg like Master Grug after last night. I glance at my phone and realize I spent 10 hours playing Rock Ring. My mind was turned off for most of that. Guess I just lost track of time. I'm shaken from my thoughts by a knock at my door. The door I forgot to lock. Oh god, I'm gonna be murdered, butchered, my body parts sold on the black market and turned into some disgusting Rhinorex's sex toys. Hopefully in that order. Before I can search for my knife, the door opens to reveal... Anon? Oh, you, oh, hey! Why are you huddled in the fetal position? Fang? Oh, thank fuck. I deflate, slumping lifelessly on my bed. I thought your dad was here to kill me. Yeah, sorry. Fang set her backpack down on the kitchen table. So... Shit, should have actually thought about what I should say to her. Fang, about last night. It's fine. What? It's fine, Anon. I don't blame you for what happened. What? In fact, I'm sorry for overreacting last night. There's something about all this that's setting off my alarms in my head. I don't know what kind, though, or why. What? I said I'm sorry. I shouldn't have blown up at you like that last night. Even if it was my fault, I should have. It isn't, Anon. But... My words are cut off, and my mind goes completely blank. Fang's hands grip my dirty dress shirt tightly as her beak presses against my parted lips, her tongue invading my mouth. She pulls away abruptly, leaving me confused and lightheaded. Fang? Her hands guide me down onto my bed, and she straddles my lap. Sometime in the night, the bed shifts. I hear the bathroom door close, so I pay it no mind and drift back to sleep. Eventually, my internal clock wakes me up. Stretching and yawning, realizing that it's a lot brighter than normal. Did I sleep in? The alarm clock on my table has been unplugged. I reach over to grab my phone to check the time. 9:02 a.m. Oh shit, Fang and I are beyond late. Wait, where's Fang? Her backpack's gone too. Oh come on, she went to school without me? I rush to put my clothes on and get out of the door as soon as possible. About halfway there, my phone buzzes in my pocket. Unread text from Fang. Control over my life you denied, and now death approaches from the sky. Why'd it be me you had to vilify? Guess this is goodbye, Volcano High. Oh boy. The cryptic message stops me in my tracks. Something is definitely wrong. This almost reads like... The adrenaline pushes my feet back into a desperate bolt towards the school. Image school not found. Oh boy. Q, you can't sage here. The whole time my mind floods with horrid worst-case scenarios. I tell myself I'm just worrying, but my mad sprint betrays the lie. As I approach the school, I notice a crowd through the haze. Surely it's just a drill. The deceit is shattered when I see the crowd consist of students huddling and crying, with teachers quietly making sure everyone is accounted for. Where's Fang? She has to be in this crowd. There's just a fire in the school that scared people. She's in the crowd somewhere. Ain't on running to school, Trish. You! That voice calls out through the silence for all to hear. Trish moves and stands a dozen feet in front of me on the pavement. A shaky finger directed malice towards me. She's red-faced, streams of tears running the mascara down her face. Why'd you come here? Blurred heads turn to the commotion. You bastard! Why couldn't you just leave us alone? Now look at what just happened! Look what you've done! Are you happy? I can't say anything. Is this really happening? Leave us already! You show up, get their attention, and now... She chucks her phone through the air. It misses by inches and smashes on the ground somewhere behind me. I was right about you the whole time! I was right about you! By now, her triad becomes something incomprehensible screaming. A teacher has to hold her back and try directing her to a nearby curb to sit. I don't have time for this. Where's Fang? I gotta get in that building. I turn around and dash away into the fog as Trish is being consoled by a group of students. The side door is still unlocked, and I'm able to slip in without being noticed. The halls are silent, despite it all. My footsteps clatter through the empty halls. It's third period now. Fang always talks about having to deal with Naomi and Econ. That's not on this floor. Fuck. I pause when I reach the stairwell upwards. I can't say for sure what, but my instincts are screaming at me to not go up. To turn back now. I can't. My hand lightly guides along the handrail while I cautiously cross the stairs to the second floor. The first thing that hits me is the smell. That electric, almost metallic stench of wet ozone. Oh no, the AI is back! If I've never been in a real fight before, but even so, it's a smell everyone instinctively knows. I couldn't tell the sound I made because I frankly don't remember. All I will ever remember from this is the sight of my former classmates splattered across the halls like bags of waste. Bloody hallway not found. He's blacking out. He's spiraling. The spills and trails of blood tell the story of their final moments. Two were trying to run and still remained face down in their final resting places. One slumped from a locker, smeared his remains all the way down like a puppet string. And the last one, who tried fighting back, now clumped in the middle of the hallway soaked in a collective pooling blood. It was Nazer. This isn't real. None of this is real. I'm just having a nightmare after last night's episode. Things are just fine. I'll return to reality soon. Please. God damn it. Where's Fang? I just need to find her. There's one open door in the hall. the one closest to the battlefield. I already know that I'm not going to see her. Fang hasn't been in that room since she started. The only thing in there is the huddled corpse of our student council president. Guess she didn't get that perfect high school life in the end. The stairs not found. Well, we're not going to the rooftop. There's no stairs. The stairs. There's only one place she can be. One place where she'd go. When I turn back to the stairwell, something makes a wet thud behind me. Nazer crawling, not found. Somehow, Nazer's still alive. He's moved his arm in my direction, and still has the strength to move a bit. His eyes met mine for a moment. Disappointment. Sorrow. Mourning. I can't focus on him. He's got seconds left. Anything I tried would just be a waste of time. His hand makes a wet slap against the hard tiles one last time while I start up the stairs. Somehow, the remaining 2 flights of stairs have gained another several hundred steps. I haven't seen who it was yet. It might not be her. You know well it can only be her. I could have known this would happen. This isn't my fault. Who had just as much of a hand in this as she did. Fang isn't here. She's at home being grilled by her father for seeing me again. She's behind that door with a loaded gun. How long have I been standing here, staring at the doorknob? How much longer could I get away with putting it off? As it is, it's not the worst case scenario. Even if Nazer and Naomi are gone, there's still a chance it's not Fang up there. I'd rather just stand here forever, relishing in the possibility that there's some hope left. However, time stops for no one. Not even me. The police sirens have been outside for a while. I can't ignore them any longer. I owe Fang this much at least. The doorknob is still cold in my hand. I turn it and exit to the rooftop. Angel of Death not found. In the dense morning fog, the only thing to stand out is this silhouette. One that I easily recognize. Fang. She's silent. I can't even tell if she's looking at me or not. Fang, please, say something. My legs feel leadened as I approach her. Fang, come on, this is all... Slowly, more and more details come too. The revolver that hung limply from her fingers. The splatter of blood on her pants. Her wings with multiple bald patches on them. And the sound of her ragged breaths. Bang! My fingers brush against her shoulder. Bang! Ah! Hot, searing pain. My left leg crumples under me. As I fall, I see Fang's beautiful amber eyes. They're red and puffy, with makeupless tears running freely down her cheeks. Hey, Non, why are you... Fang, why? You weren't supposed to be here. You shouldn't have come here. Fuck, because I love you. Anon shot, standing, not found. I struggle to balance on my left leg. The hole in my shin dribbles blood down to the floor. I don't care, though. I hobble forward. Fang steps back. Stay back! The revolver clatters against the concrete, spent on ammo. Fang, please! A painful step forward. She takes another back. Anon! Come downstairs with me. It's not over. It doesn't have to be this way. With a crunch, my shin gives out completely, lurching me forward onto my hands and knees. I have to keep going. Even if it's on my knees, I can feel myself slowing. My thoughts cloudy. The blood loss. The pain is so intense, however. It brings some clarity to my mind. Enough that I can only drag myself forward. Please, come down with me. Oh my god, stop! A sharp bone pokes and tears through my leg muscle. I briefly look behind me. The trail is spilling out and making my other leg wet. Bile rises up at my throat at the sight. I swallow hard and look back to Fang. I have to reach her. I can still fix this. I can still save her. Fang keeps backing away as I try to get closer, remaining out of my reach. Fang stops and catches her balance. Her foot is halfway over the edge. We've reached the edge of the rooftop. End of the line. End of the line not found. Well, it's all good, Fang. The end of the line was not found. We can keep going. Fang, look at me. Her head shakily turns from the concrete below to meet my eyes again. Back away from there, please. It's not over. Stay with me here, please. Don't leave me alone. We stare for an eternity, all through the police's screaming below. Fang looks below once more, down at the 3-story drop to the walkway below. The walkway we pass through so many times to get to classes without a second thought. The walkway we cross daily with our friends through all of our trials. Please. She looks to me again, less shakily this time. The sides of her mouth curl into a warm smile. The last of her tears fall. She jumps. Fang jump not found. Well, it's okay. The jump wasn't there. Fang! I can't look over. I don't want to see it. The authorities betray my final wish of death by bursting through the door at the exact minute. I drift into unconsciousness when they start wrapping my leg. That it? 3 weeks pass. Probably. Reporters at the hospital not found. Well, they're burying this news story, guys. It's all over. No one wants to hear it. Dancing towards the pavement. Man, last second save got dark. So dark I can't even see it. All I can remember is the sterile hospital room and an endless lineup of reporters. The whole incident made national news. Apparently, I had become the brave soul who took a bullet to stop a school shooting. But to everyone I know, I'm just the one who caused all this. After I refused to answer the constant pestering enough, I was finally left in the blissful solitude. I expected a visit from Spears, or Reed, or Stella, or someone. But they never came. I got discharged just yesterday. I need to stay on a crutch for a few months, but that's hardly the wound I'm worried about. Faraway funeral. Her funeral was today. I wasn't invited, of course. But I can't just leave it either. So I wait out of sight several hundred of feet away for the remaining family members to trickle out of the crowd and go home. The last figure lingers for over an hour. If anyone, he's the one who deserved this the least. He was right the whole time, about me. And here I am, defiling her grave with my presence. Eventually, he too leaves. The alternation of footsteps and the crunch make me feel more mechanical than human. Then again, that may be true regardless of having a crutch. Graves not found. Oh no! The graves, they've been desecrated. The 2 graves are right next to each other. Various flowers pollute the fresh mounds. In memory of Nazar, loving son and brother. I'm sorry, man. I hobble over the other headstone. Lucy's grave with Anon staring at it from afar, not found. Here lies dearest Lucy, heaven restores you in light. God damn it. This is all my fault. None of this would have happened if I noticed something was wrong. If I just supported Fang more instead of just getting into a fight. If I never got between her and her friends by telling her how I felt. If I never bothered Fang and just stayed to myself. If I never moved to Volcadera in the first place. Fuck. And because of me, Naomi and Nazer and Fang and the others are gone. Because I'm too fucking stupid to see any of the warning signs. I should be crying right now. I should be screaming at the world why I should have died instead. But I just feel. My final plea to Fang races through my head. Don't leave me alone. I just feel completely and utterly and hopelessly alone. The sprinkling rain stops. Seems the world is tired of my monologuing. Like Trish said, I'm just some nobody from the middle of nowhere. And the only person I ever cared about is gone. The split second I thought I was somebody, I ruined everything. So now I'm back to being nobody. Ah, get it? Nobody from Don't Bite Me? It's better this way. The end. Nothing? Do I have to press? I'm gonna let it go. Hold on. I think I gotta press. Ah! The game commits suicide. Of course. Of course. Yep. Ignore. Learn? Aw, shit, dog. I'm listening to some Yeezys. Is this a sprite from fucking... what is it? Lisa the Painful? Stay a while. This song is so fucking dope as fuck. Oh god, I'm gonna get copy struck, ain't I? Hang on. Text style. Oh god. So this is an ending, I guess. Oh. God, E1 Anon is such an ass. How much of an edgy 4chan chug do you have to be to say it's better this way after something like that? That's Inko, I think. I think Inko says it's better this way. Penitentiary chances, the devil dances and eventually answers to the call of autumn. All them falling for the love of balling. Get caught with 30 rocks, the cop look like Alec Baldwin. Inner century anthems based off inner city tantrums. Well, I get a copyright strike for ending one. Not like I'm making money anyway. But I'm pretty sure the people in Russia won't be able to watch this one. Not without a VPN. This the real world, homie, school finished. They just stole your dreams, you don't know who did it. I treat the cash the way the government treats. I won't be browse Discord while I wait. Oh, Owl's working on something now. A schizo? Just a euphemism for a new religion. The soul music. Anyone Inko borders somewhere between autistic and psychopathic. As long as I'm in polo smiling, they think they got me. But they'll try to crack me if they ever see a black me. I thought I chose a field where they couldn't sap me. If a nigga ain't shooting the jumps, I running to trap me. But this pimp is at the top of Mount Olympus, ready for the world's games. This is my I wonder if this was Nerd's choice here with this ending, with the music and all. And these drugs, niggas can't resist it. Remind me when they try to have Ali enlisted. If I ever wasn't the greatest nigga, I must have missed it. Ain't no question if I want it, I need it. I can feel it slowly drifting away from me. I'm on the edge, so why you playing? I'm saying I will never ever let you live this down. I need more
drinks and less lights. And that American apparel girl in just tights. She told the director she trying to get in the school.
Nurture reviews y'all cowards don't even smoke crack.
It's been a while since I watched the tube, cause like a Crip said, I got way too many blues for any more bad news. I was looking at my resume, feeling real fresh today. They rewrite history, I don't believe in yesterday. And what's a black beetle anyway? A fucking roach? I guess this is why they got me sitting there fucking coach. My guy said I need a different approach, cause people is looking at me like I'm sniffing coke. It's not funny anymore, try different jokes. Tell them hug and kiss my ass.
Oh boy, we got a minute here to wait.
Do my thing while I got it, play strings for the dramatic, and then that whack shit, act like I ain't had a belt in 2 classes. I ain't
unless it just endlessly just keeps looping.
Coming after whoever, who has it. You blowing up, that's good, fantastic. That, y'all, it's like that, y'all. I don't really give a fuck about it at all. Cause the same people that try to blackball me forgot about 2 things, my black balls.
Ain't no question if I want it, I need it. I can feel it slowly drifting away from me. I'm on the edge, so why you playing? I'm saying I will never ever let you live this down.
Hey yo, I done cop Timbs, has lived in lenses. Kid Armani suits, fresh fruits, Valley boots and Benzes. Counting up, smoking, 1 cuff, live as a red jag, a Louis bag, grabbing the blunt, fuck it. Steam about 101 L's, kites off the jail, spying sweats running up in Stetson. Nigga had game was special, it matched every black pair of Nikes, throwing dice for decimals. The older head, bolder head, would train a soldier head, make sure he right in the field, not a soldier dead. That meant cold red, bent off the black skunk, the black Dutch, back of the old shed. If you can't live, you dying. You give or buying, keep it real or keep it moving, keep grinding, keep shining. To every young man, this is a plan. Learn from others like your brothers, Ray and Kanye.
Nothing, I've foreseen it, I dreamed it. I can feel it slowly drifting away from me. No more chances if you blow this. Bogus, I will never ever let you live this down, down, down.
GG. That it? Not it? Hey yo, my trigger Kanye here. It is Kanye-saurus. Hey yo, check out my mixtape. Check out his mixtape. Ignore or move on. Where is it gonna take me? That's the thing. Ignore and move on. Okay, it's just menu. Okay, load. Check out. Oh lord. Oh, it literally brings you to Kanye West's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy full album. But it says video unavailable. This video contains content from UMG, who has blocked it in your country on copyright grounds. Really? Was it just from the URL, or how come I can't just watch this one? Crazy. Let me try a thing. Oh, I can't share a video I can't see, apparently. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's that, I guess. You better pay for that shit too and swap back to a better OS, faggot. Lol. Swap back to a better OS. Alright. Quit. Put on the music. Oh yeah, there's no music because... Now there is. My god. And chat is dead. I'm gonna move to the end stream screen. Just so there's something there. But yeah. I guess we got something extra for ending one, even though it was a giant shitpost. I don't know. I don't know what I expected, but I did get something extra, so it was all not for nothing. I don't know. Though I do need to talk about tomorrow. I think tomorrow's stream is either going to be starting earlier or later, because there's no way I'm going to be able to stream it at 5 my time. Because now shopping hours are going to, grocery shopping hours are changing for me and my situation. So instead of going early in the morning every Tuesday, it's going to be in the evening, later in the evening on Tuesday. So it'll either be earlier, maybe around 3. It shouldn't take more than like an hour or 2 for that. So maybe we'll move that to 3 and play it by ear. Don't get mugged. Well, I don't get mug shopping. I shop at the good stores that don't have the consumer habits that ruin most stores, you know? Ruin most things. But yeah, I really want to do that stream tomorrow, so I don't want to put it off. So either super early or super late. It'll either be at 3 or at 7. I'll probably move it now to 3 just to play it safe, and if it doesn't work on that, if it doesn't work at that time, I'll move it later. But yeah, I'll get going for the night. I don't think I'm gonna make any other streams for tonight. I'm pretty burnt out, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, I suppose. So have a good night.